Yeah, live in peace. Wow, you have a representative here. What about Sunam? Anything else?
That's a good.
They live in the sky.
Ah?
Oh no, that's they're called Damas because they're
Yeah, Benakira Dhamma also from that previous class. Huh? Yes, get rid of mental friction, but not here.
Brilliant way to support themselves.
Yeah. Wow. Brilliant ways, correct. Brilliant ways to support themselves.
ornamented without
Brilliant.
ornamented without jewels.
Yeah, ornamented without jewels.
Wow.
Never decide.
She's
Okay.
Alison, I think all of those, now I'm thinking they're doing the Meitsik, they're looking for the word, the Sanskrit is
Pa.
which means to be radiant.
Wow, yeah.
It means to glow or be radiant.
Related to light from
Yeah.
photon.
Yeah. Nice.
All right.
Okay, I'll just give some examples. But last one, I'm not sure. They've given up jewelry. Shall we say this way or?
Giving up jewelry, yeah, I think that was one of them.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Okay, second.
And they are still jeweled.
Yeah. Second question. At what point is the blessing of the fabric of the robes formed? During the ceremony.
Blesses it when he puts his hand on it. And
Yeah, more details. Yeah.
between which parts of the other parts of the ceremony? When you move it from
When the
Yeah.
Put a hand, then somebody, the rock keeper, will put a hand on the rock together. No.
I think we'll answer. It's that
when he moves it from the left
Yeah.
to the right.
when the candidate put the ropes on, or with the help of other people, and then you move it from the left shoulder. I put it over his left shoulder, and then the vow giver give the blessing. Yeah.
I thought it would be when the vow master said, consider these ropes as blessed, and the sangha receives that message, and he says, now they're blessed.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
past tense.
No, at this point, they may be
So right
considered
before that,
blessed.
right before that.
Right, so immediately before that. Right.
Okay. Thank you.
Wait, nothing?
Yeah. Finished.
Six words.
Yeah.
Right.
So 3 words.
Vinaya. It's a Vinaya class. It's okay.
First one, call.
Just 10 words. Yeah, come on now.
What? Call first one.
Just go.
Huh?
I'm trying to
I don't know.
No. What's first one?
Go.
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 I thought it is command.
It probably is.
Command. Okay. In Chinlap
Blessing.
blessing, yeah. Your chest.
Stuff.
Yeah, staff. Accoutrement.
Accoutrement.
Yay. Thank you.
In
Yeah.
English, it's accoutrement.
Accoutrement.
French is accoutrement.
Oh, accoutrement. Okay.
Wait, listen to him say.
Accoutrement.
I just felt inferior.
I just got hungry for a croissant. A croissant.
Thank
When I hear
you.
a French accent, I get hungry for a croissant. Okay.
Please take the plane.
Take the plane.
Steak treats. Man.
Fun, actually.
That's not a French croissant. Okay, forget it.
Oh, yeah, they did a really nice job.
I didn't see them.
They are edible, technically. It's Play-Doh.
Very salty.
Okay, here we go. Wait, I need a plane driver first. Send him, since you're a Vinaya victim.
Vinaya.
Here you go. Pressure, pressure.
Then tung chet tong pe lung lung
HL.
lung lung chet
Say.
lun se tong pe ge long ki lung se chuk thang chepa sung the gelong re re tung tu king
Huh?
jeng
Ding.
jeng
Ding.
jeng
Yep.
de du pa thang chepa kong chepe kong sok cha te se thang tan pa dik hung lung se mi che che sok chik ki jik shing sok so ne lung che sang lung se sang ko she
Sango Sheju.
sango che jo.
Okay. Then the Hung Se Tumbe Gelong, the monk whose job it is to show everybody the wisdom bowl, sage's bowl. He takes hold of Sung, the Hung Se, the bowl, along with its chut.
Its contents.
No, dung chut. Yeah, contents. And traditionally they throw a banana in there or something, so it's not empty.
For scale.
Okay, which is a bad omen. So they just throw some fruit in there usually. So he takes up the sage's bowl with whatever might be in it. What does that sometimes mean with nut?
The world and its contents.
Yeah, the world and its contents, meaning the people of the living beings of the world. Okay. Now here you see it in its original sense, the stuff inside the bowl. And he stands before each of the monks, okay? Like Dengbu,
Yeah,
right?
right.
And he makes a small bow. Along with a small bow, he does the gonso so. He does a gonso, which means, oh, may you please listen to me. Please turn your minds to me. I request gonso, which means I'm going to say something. Please listen to what I say and give me your feedback. Okay, with a gonso, then Sedan Demba, oh monks. I'm sorry, this junior monk. Okay, this junior monk, his bowl, and then he starts asking questions, and it's a long story. Those of you who've been to a full ordination, we did one recently, right? Took how many hours? I don't know.
With empty bowls.
4 or 5 hours. You say, is this bowl not too big? Is it going to embarrass the Sangha if this guy carries around this bowl? Or is it too expensive? Or is it fashioned poorly? Or does it have cracks? You know, and they ask all these questions about the bowl. And then, so mi cheyan means, is it not too big, you think? You think it's too big? Etc. And in that kind of wording, he chi. He asked the monks questions. He asked the Sangha questions. Chi. And then each of them has to say, that's a Lungse Sambo.
It's a perfect bowl.
Yeah, that's a great bowl. We like that bowl. Okay. Sango. Sheje, they should say, oh, that's a great bowl. We like that bowl. Okay. Then the Kenlo, you please read.
Ken lop ki ka
Nika.
ni ka zhen ten lung cha sung le kyang po kong suk so shek so ki jet lop lan sum tang tap le che te yin ki lap.
Chingin.
Chingin lap.
Lap.
Chingin
Chingin
lap.
lap.
So is
Can, sorry?
Nika spelled wrong?
No, it's a variant. Allowable variant, especially with a G instead of a K. I mean in the car.
Right.
Okay. So both the vow giver and the lelop, the master of ceremonies, then they rise and they take up the bowl, and then they have the candidate say, oh vow master, please listen to me. Then there's a debate about whether you're allowed to call him vow master yet, because you don't have vows yet. So if you're interested, we can talk about it. So he says, oh, vow master, please listen to me. And they ask him to repeat those words. It's like, I'm going to use this bowl for good things, and I'll always be good when I go out to fill in and stuff like that. Then they say, Tabieno, is it good? And he says, Lexo, very good. Will you keep it carefully, the bowl? Then he says, Lexo, I will keep it. Sorry, I will keep it well. They say, very well. Chengilo. So they bless the bowl. Okay. They bless the bowl. Now, keep going.
Yang
Chelam.
Yam cholam deni ki dingwa
Hey, Sinner,
sung
wake up
te
here.
dik dingwa shechawa
What? I'm sorry. You
Seems okay.
Shijawa.
shechawa soki ziki ta
Te.
det dini get tung chitang ken dun chitang kangsa shen ki ne ma la sok pe yo cha lami no pa chet ner pa chet pa kyang dok pe tong
Good
tu
pay.
go pe tong dok.
Okay. Guess what Chulam Deniki?
Guess what? Chulamdeniki.
What's happening? He did have a fight with his girlfriend. Okay, I'm not going there.
Clearly.
Chulam Deniki. It normally means gochara, right? How you act, your behavior, but this means follow the same actions for the, now we're going to do the dingwa, and just do the same shtick. It means same shtick, okay? The way of behaving.
Okay.
But usually it means morality, but here it means go through the same shtick, you stand up, you hold it, you talk, you guess, you ask the monks how it is. It's not too expensive. Is it made of silk? Is it going to embarrass the rest of us? If he goes to someone's house and he's sitting on a silk dingwa, right? Seat cover, okay? Dingwa sungte, so with the same actions, the same people, which means, here it means the monk who's in charge of the dingwa, right? Who's the monk who's gonna display the dingwa, okay? He gets up, grabs it, he says, he starts out, oh, this is a dingwa, is it good, do you like it? Everybody says, Siki, and with those words, te here means, te so in the study of perception means to direct the mind at a certain object. Mikpe te so kanun kanshipa in the three principal paths. But here it means hand it over. Okay, to give it, hand it over to the candidate. Okay, they finish blessing it and they hand it over to the candidate. They confer it. It's an ancient word.
Confirm.
Then what's the symbolism? Dun. You know, what's dingwa meant to symbolize? Okay, so that little cloth seat has a symbolic function as well as a practical function. Okay, and it's to indicate that monks have to kyang. This is the che in Seiji's text. Rang chenzin, dag chenzin. Cherish. So, and kyang means to take care of, right? So this seat cover represents that the monks should not hurt the nails, the cushions.
Okay.
It can mean mattress, but here it means cushions of other people or of the sangha in general, or of other individuals when they go visit their house to do prayers. You know, sope yoche, they shouldn't damage those goods.
Mm-hmm.
What's that mean in this context?
Well, that means they're going to put the cover down. So
Right,
they don't-
right. So, you know, you normally think of, you don't want to get dirty from their
Yeah.
name mail,
Right.
but the symbolic function of the
You're not
seat cover is that you shouldn't, because you haven't taken a bath, you shouldn't damage other people's.
You're the one who's been
Cushions.
sleeping under trees and stuff.
Yeah. And I never knew that. I mean, we had to carry around this thing. We have to keep putting it down. We have to take it off. It doesn't function to. It's not soft. It's not a cushion. It's just a seat cover. And now we know it's a symbolic gesture that means I'm not going to damage the goods in your house or the things that you own. I'm impure, and I'm not going to damage your cushion. So I have this little seat thing.
Oh.
Okay, and they, I've been dragging that thing around for 30 something years. I'm like, what? Why? So that's nice. It's a symbolic gesture that I don't want to hurt your stuff. Okay, I'm being considerate of your things.
It's like bringing around that plastic covering your grandma puts on the couch.
So it's not just not to damage the sangha, but also anybody else.
It says Genden Chi Dung Kang Sak Shen, which means what?
The Sangha in general.
Yeah, the general Sangha stuff and
Just
other people's stuff, the homes you go to. So he specifically says both. So it means I'm going to respect the Sangha's cushions during the regular talks in the temple. And then when I go to do prayers at people's houses, I'm also going to lay it down so I don't mess up their nice furniture and stuff like that.
Cool.
Okay, very good. Go ahead.
Yang cho lam de ni ki chuk zak sun de ki chuk zak shum de dik chu zak she chawa set so ki chet so ki zik ki ta
Ki.
ki
Te.
때 디니 요쳇 강롱 요캉 척캉 속찰라 미 노파 쳇 너파 쳇 고페 동도.
Yeah, I love this part. Yang chulam deniki.
just like that.
Same way.
Yeah, go through the same motions. You could translate it that way. Go through the same, somebody stands up. Is this a good chutak? Is this a good water strainer? Usually they don't have any in the monastery. And they go to the kitchen and they get this huge strainer. And everyone's like, is this a good strainer? And it's like, I never saw a nice strainer at an ordination. I mean, we should probably just make one. Okay, Deniki. Chutak Sungde. So going through the same motion, somebody hold up the chutak. And this is called a chutak. And, it's going to help him not kill bugs when he drinks out of a stream. Okay? And saying those words, he tepas it. Hands it over to the candidate. What do you call it? Prefers it to the candidate or something. Conveys it is more correct. Conveys it to the candidate. Now, what's the symbolism of the chutak? No matter what object you make use of as a monk, you should never harm a living being. That's very beautiful. So the existence of this trainer, it's not like they think you're going to catch every bug that you could ever kill or something. It's not functional only. It's also symbolic that we are going to keep a high state of awareness that we shouldn't hurt living beings. And the chutak represents that. Okay, cool. That's why there's so many things tied on to Xuanzang's backpack. I never saw one like that in India, but it makes sense. If you got to carry around your chutak, and you got to carry around your dingwan, you should have his backpack is this cool thing with a lamp hanging down. No, but he's got this thing that covers his head, and he hangs stuff on it. It's a wicker backpack. It looks really cool. We should bring it back. Okay.
Dene sang tong tang yoksu takpa nyong tuk gyuweche tong ma ne la lok tung tang tung lung tung chung. Sorry. Tung. How to spell it? Chinlap.
Chinlap.
Chinlap. Chagopa. Let lo.
Good pay.
Gope. Le lo di ki le tam che ki ngong tu ngo wa
Ndoa.
Zhou wa ni le shek so ki tung wa tung mo wa in lap chin lap.
Okay, then this is interesting. In order to cheer, manifest the sanctum open, the one who checks in private, the private checker.
Manifest.
Okay, so in order to charge him, right? In order to what do you call it? Invest him.
Invest.
In order to make him who he is, you have to do some ceremony, right? You have, in Vinaya, the answer to every question is we have to do some ceremony. So in order to invest him with his power, that's a good English expression. So investment doesn't mean just money. Invest can mean to give someone the power to do something. So that's empower, invest. And also for the general purity of the place, of the whole, what do you call that? I like the ambiance. To create an ambiance of purity and to invest the secret checker, okay, we're going to do two things. Togmar, first we're going to Nela Lotun. Nela Lotun means we're going to create a sense of harmony about this location. So it could be that the monks have come from different small hermitages, and we want to create a kind of community here in the room. We want some sense of community, Lotun, okay? Sense of community. And we're also gonna make a blessing resulting from the harmonious group confession of downfalls. I was struggling. Okay, Stung Tun Jin Lap. Downfall, harmony, blessing. We're going to do a downfall, harmony, blessing. It means we're all going to confess so that we have a sense of purity and harmony in the room. Okay? Before we make the ordination, everyone should be clean. Okay? Cha Gupe, you got to do that. Therefore, Le Lobki, the master of ceremonies, he will start this announcement that starts with Tamje King Under Dowanine, okay, which means two things you should do before you do anything. Okay, before you do any kind of monastic ceremony or activity, you really two things should go first. There should be kind of a pronouncement of the harmony of the people in that room or that place together. We are all together here. We bless this place. And secondly, they should bless themselves. Okay, so the place should be blessed and the monk should be blessed by confessing before they try to give vows. Okay, because if you have broken your vows in a serious way, the vows won't stick to the other person. So it's a practical thing to everyone do a confession and then quickly give the vows. The master ceremony starts this long thing that starts with, before we do anything at all, we should do the two preliminaries. ... Okay, this is ... she. With those words, he blesses, he does the communal blessing of harmony of tumas, broken vows. Okay, all right. I found it in Sojam. I mean, in the Sumbum. Some of the recitations he's recommending seem to be a little newer than what we might have used from the original Vinaya scriptures in the Kangyur, which is like 12 or 16 volumes. It's a lot. And a lot of, some people will use the old 2,500-year-old little snippets, and some people will use something newer, okay? So, this is it right here, okay? This is the actual ceremony. I cut it out for you. And the Do Dumbapo, the sutra reciter, and it's a tradition to recite some of the Vinaya Sutra during ceremonies from memory. And he says, "La tam jeking under doani ne tomayu tukitoki shabamin bitu tumu so negi jingi da bagiwe again doing and then he goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay? So I don't propose translating the whole wording, because then it would become an ordination ceremony text, and it would it will get way too long. But just so you know, the general feeling of it is, let's all do a confession here so that this monk can be made a monk by a bunch of pure monks. And let's all be harmonious here. And let's be harmonious in admitting that we have things to confess, okay? Then we can make him a good monk, okay? It's a good precedent for his monkhood, okay? Okay, here we go.
Nella loktung ki sok ni ki le chik we shek so ki ne la loktung cha.
Yeah, then he recites the wording that creates a harmony not among the monks but in the location. The location becomes a pure location of harmony. He's setting a good vibe in the room and a good vibe in the people in the room. So he finished the people first, and now he's going to do this. And the recitation begins with these words. Nela lotungi sunyiki le giwe. These two requests that relate to harmony in the location. And that's the beginning, and I went and got it for you from a different text, which is a Sojong and Yarne text, okay? I think it's the one we used to use. Ne la lo takisu nikile kiwe tomaswele la tu debashu. Which this recitation involves two requests. So it's called a two-request recitation, okay?
How to spell recitation?
Say again? Recitation.
Oh.
Meaning something you have to recite.
Recitation.
But don't get confused by the two supplications. There's two supplications in the request. It's not doesn't refer to the confession and the blessing of the place. It's two, and then there's sumgile, sunyikile, some monastic rites. There are 100 monastic rites, right? The legya. And some of them require one supplication, some of them require two supplications, some of them require three supplications. So it's called a two supplication announcement, okay? And there's the whole thing if you're ever interested in it. And I tried to count the supplications. I said, I guess that's the first one. And then I think there's another one down here. Here's the second, okay? Okay. I read it and I counted them, and I think that's where they are. Okay? Yay! Okay, go.
Dene le lop ki kangpo kempo sang tok tu sok wa tapa te kang yin jik sang tong de kyang lan da yang sang tong la che per how to spell chowa ji xing de kyang cho shet jo to.
Okay, good. Dene le lobki, then the master of ceremonies asks, there's the verb, who is it that the vow giver has appointed as the secret looker? Okay, who was it that the vow giver requested to act as the private checker? Okay, so the master of ceremonies announces, who's the guy who's going to do the checking, you know? Everybody's like, this is him. This is the guy who checks to see if he's a male or not. Okay, and then everybody's like, he has been requested. Okay. Then the person who has been requested to be the private checker should answer. It was me, okay? And then you have to ask the secret checker, Troa? No.
It's not Cho.
He's got it. Say it again.
Joyfully.
Yeah, is it something you really want to do? Are you really happy to do it?
Not
Okay.
too happy, but happy.
Yeah, well, it's really happy. What's Shantideva's definition of effort?
Happy doing good things.
Yeah, tsungkang gela dua o. Say tsungkang gela
Gela.
dua o. The
Dua.
definition of virya, the perfection of effort, is to have fun or to enjoy doing good deeds. Okay, so troa, which is related to troa. Troa.
Spread.
Light. It means, I'm turned on. You turned on my light. Troa means light shining out. It's very many tantric rituals. There's lots of troas. Okay, jishing. So droa ji means, are you droa about this? They're just checking who? The private checker guy. Are you really happy to do that? And he says, tro. I'm very happy. No problem. I can do that. Jedo, he says. Okay, here we go.
Denne lopong gi sang te tong pe lop
Koktu.
gokdu wa
Parche.
pache jiwe che sang te tong pa go wala tung zung pa sok we le lak tung tang tapa sung shekso ki sang dong ko
Yeah. By the way, go in your sexy Tibetan words that weren't sexy. Appoint is maybe a better word. Okay.
point.
Like kosa means position. Goa means to appoint someone to that position. Okay. Then the lopen, he doesn't say which one, but it's the lelop, the master of ceremonies. Sankte Temba is the long form of sankten. So it means the one who gets shown in secret. The te here means in secret. Or it can mean who goes apart and gets shown. Okay, so it's the te, which means in grammar it's a progression. They go apart and then there's a showing. Okay, so he's called the going apart and then there's a showing guy. But the short name is private show guy. Okay, sankten. This is the long form. Okay, kokyu, you know.
Hidden.
Yeah, hidden. Good. In the study of perception, kokyu means second level,
Short of Shinto.
deep. Yeah, which is things you can achieve, things you can perceive by logic, as opposed to things you need scriptural authority. Okay. So koktu in private, parchendi. He asks about obstacles. Are you escaping the draft? Do you own a lot of money? Do you have a bad disease? You know, okay, stuff like that. Parchen jiwa, cheer, in order to ask those questions about the candidate's possible obstacles, we have to appoint a sankten, someone who goes privately and talks to him. And then they have to do a tuktumbe suwele. We have to have a request to him to do it, and that request must involve the cooperation or the agreement of the whole sangha. Tuktun, they must be in agreement. Harmony heart. This is the tun from tun. Okay, so he has to recite something to make sure that everyone is in agreement about who's going to ask about the obstacles, because if you appoint someone who's his best friend to ask about the obstacles, you might get a report of no obstacles when there is obstacles, okay? So everyone in the Sangha present has to agree who's going to be the person to ask about the obstacles, which is a big deal. I've been there. There was some tension, okay? Tuk tumbala suwilela. Tuk depashu, misspelled, okay? This depa, which before meant to convey something, tuk depa means lend me your ears. Convey me your ears. You know, listen to my request. May your holy hearts listen to my request Do you agree that this guy is going to ask the questions about the obstacles? Or you think he's going to be unbiased? Okay. Okay. Tute bashu, she soki, and then it's a recitation. I went and got it for you if you're interested. Okay. Tute basawile, tute bashu, may you listen to me. Gendin chimanan senduso. I ask all the sangha, you holy ones, to listen. Gelo ming di she giwa kemba di ming di she giwa. This monk is being made a monk by this vow giver whose name is Mindishigiwalasa, and so whose name is going to act as the obstacle checker. He throws. He's happy to do it. If the Sangha thinks it's a good time, and if you all put up with it, right? If you all can bear it, yeah. May you give your permission. Nawa means give permission, right? Sometimes it's the honorific for to give, but sometimes it means to give permission. Nawa zechik, high honorific, not kosha. It's the honorific of zepa. May you do it, okay? May you give your permission. Oh yeah. This is a corruption. I don't know what it is. Anyway, this monk, this candidate whose name is this, is going to have a secret checker whose name is this. And is everybody, Coke misspelled. We're going to take the candidate in another room where you can't see. He will lead him there. Cheat. And then ask him to make 3 prostrations and then ask him about all his obstacles. Which takes a long time. There's a long list of obstacles. We did a full nun ceremony recently. The obstacles takes like a half hour. You know, did you sneeze on a bus in 19... anyway. Okay, go.
Dene sang thong de chup cha ko tuk le mi to pe sak chi la. How do you spell it? Chasum zo tok to.
Wait, this is a good one.
Sok pu tok ta de tamo ning kya jo shek te la chet te ta chet tu tuk la.
Good. Dene sang ten de, then the secret checker guy takes the candidate Koktu to a private place. This lay is wrong, and I can't guess what it's supposed to be, but the meaning is clear, which means mitupe sar. Good. Lead him to a place where other people can't hear what's going on. This ti is also the Tibetan word for a class. Beti. When you say I'm going to class, you say I'm going to a leading. I'm going to go leading. I'm going to be led by the Lama through the books. It's called a chi. Be means pecha. I got 3 minutes, Seiji. Now, chedachuk means at the end, okay? Means get him to do the following, okay? Get him to do the following. What? Chaksum. 3 prostrations. Then he's got a tsok. Stay, de, tsok. Squatting, right? Chicken posture. And he should jor his telmos to his ning, join his hands at his heart, ... Get him to do all that stuff that we have to do, okay? They don't say the whole thing. Let's go fast, we can finish this one.
Kyonien pa zok pa myong kyu chuk zang gershing shepa ne nga ge tung la shung de yong ki de wa
On ki
de wa de
par
rek shing di dok chik chet pe wa ki wa cha pacha chik wa tang kap so soi lang dep su choka gitawa
Jitawa.
jitawa cha shincha.
Cha. Okay. He says, you have the 10 things that must be present to become a fully ordained monk. We have to check those later, okay? I think I did down here somewhere, okay? So his recitation starts with that, and it goes on to, Nge gelong la shute. I'm going to go discuss this with the other Sangha members after the Parche Tiwa is finished. I'm going to go talk about answers you gave me. I'm going to go talk to the other Sangha about it. Until I come back, te onki te pardu, until I come back, I'm sorry, should they onki, and then you will come after me. Te par reshik, so for the time being, and reshik is often used in logic to say we can accept this provisionally, okay? But here it means, here's a good common usage of it. So in the interim, until I get back and it's time for you to come in, Dutchik, stay here. Chepe par. And that's the final words of the Parche Tiwa, okay? So he gives the first words, which is, you gotta have the 10 things that monks need. And then he says, ba 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 ba, until you wait here. I'm going to go talk about your case to the other Sangha, okay? Tiwa dan kapsosal dan depsul, choga jitawashin. This is a very famous ending words. Choga jitawashin means follow the normal ritual. It means he doesn't want to give you the ritual. He's saying, shen le she.
Let's explain somewhere.
Yeah, go read it where it is, okay? Follow the whole ritual for the diwa and the lens
Questions and answers.
for each cup, for each separate issue. Do you owe taxes? Do your parents agree? Are you 20? Are you 20 years old? Okay, long list. Are you escaping the draft? Stuff like that. Where are you married and you're not telling us, or stuff like that? Okay. Okay? Yay! I owe you the 10 things the 10 apparent things. I know. Hopefully I can find them. 118? 19. Yay.
Sashi
Puki Jushi Metotam Rira Blingshi Nyende Gembali Sanghe Shindu Mikte Uargi Jokun Namdak Shingla Juparsho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamhiyatayami Di Kewokan Sanam Yeshe Tsozo Shing Sanam Yeshe Lechung Wei Tampa Kuni Topar Sho. Yay! Did I find those 10? Oh, here it is. Hey, yeah, here they are. Okay. These are the 10 things that have to be there.